Kanika, are you fantastic?
Yes, I'm doing great.
I'm so excited that you have two very conflicting choices. I think you had two very conflicting choices, right?
Yes,
Uh, are you really excited? Because I really am.
yes, I'm super excited that I got into two great schools. They were both dream schools, and it's been really great.
Tell me one thing. Before I start, I wanted to really ask you, what was the key deciding factor, Kanika, between these two? Canada versus Cambridge, Ivy versus Cambridge.
My first preference was always UK. So Cambridge definitely, stood apart from me in that sense. Within UK itself, Cambridge is one of the top colleges. So
Okay.
that was one factor. Secondly, if I were to compare Ivy with Cambridge, again, there's an internship in Cambridge, which would really help me switch the industry to investment banking. So that was the second factor.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And uh, in this entire process, in this entire journey, so I'm getting started with the real conversation. Should I?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And I had a song that I really wanted to play for you as well before we start. And I wanted to see the excitement. So this is right here. It's right there. I'm so happy.
You.
Tell me one thing. So, hands down, what do you think were some of the key things that really impacted your experience, Kanika? How was your entire experience? And what do you think were the real things that had an impact on it? Go full throttle.
Okay, so I think the whole journey has been amazing. There were definitely a lot of times, where I was stuck in the process or where I needed guidance, and you were always there to help me out with that and to, just give me that push and motivation because it is a long process starting from GMAT, then essays, and, or application interviews and everything. So it is a long and tedious process, and to have someone there who's always there to guide you and, just to push you in the right direction is was very helpful for me.
And what do you think were the key challenges that you faced? And what do you think are some of the suggestions you have for people who are, want to follow the same path, who want to move forward? I think you also referred a friend of yours.
Yes.
What is the message you would give her? Like, what are some of the things that she has to do while being in the process?
So yes, there are a couple of pointers. I would say, firstly, get done with the GMAT because once you're done with it, you can solely focus on the application part of the process. And that was also a challenge that I faced myself because I was also trying to increase my score by a couple of points, and I was stuck between that and then starting with the application process. So you have to make up your mind about that, do the GMAT and get done with that. Then in the application process, once you're there, I think it's very crucial to have a clarity of where you want to be post the MBA, why you want to do the MBA, and assess the right fit for the schools. Because once you do all this introspection yourself, it is really going to help you out in shortlisting the schools that are right for you. Because I again faced a challenge, in the beginning, wherein I was thinking whether I should go for this so XYZ school because it's higher in ranking, but it's not a good fit for me. It is not a finance school. I may not get the job I want to after doing an MBA
Yeah.
from there. So you have to assess all these factors, and that can only be done once you are clear about where you want to be, why you're doing it. So I think one is that be clear about the goals in the schools and shortlist them. Speak to people who are there in the schools. We did all that networking process because that really gives you an insight about the school, why it will be good for you, what are the various opportunities you will have. So that was a very helpful and insightful process. Networking with the people who are studying there or alumni of the school. And I think then the next part that is something that one should really focus on is the essays because they are very, very crucial. And I know how much hard work we had put into that, the various drafts that were there and everything. So you really have to introspect when you're writing the essays. You have to really, deep dive and think a lot and introspect by yourself when you're doing that.
What was your experience when you faced a very strict rejection of your essays? And I said, you know what? Like, I know. See, I tell you one thing. You were very easy to work with because you absorbed everything, right? Whatever feedback was given to you, I think you really absorbed it. I think that was one of the key deciding, like, key success factors for you. because uh, you would take everything in and give it amazing shot, come back within 3 to 4 days and say, you know what, this is the next version, this is the next version. And it was so easy to give feedback to you without facing any resistance. And I think this is a great quality, Kanika. This is something that will really drive you throughout your life. So
Thank you. I can speak on that also, what my reaction was after your feedback. Uh, I think all of this was because of the support system. You were there, my parents were also helping me out. Even some of my friends, they would also read the essays, give me feedback. So it's the support system, that is there, not just me. But my initial reaction, obviously, it was sad and I was sulking for some time. But the next day, then, I decided to just change my environment, because I think the stage we were at, I had already done with the essays for a couple of schools, and I was probably just getting, repetitive and monotonous in this environment. We are working from home also, so I was just sitting in my room the entire day working as well as doing the applications. So just decided to switch the environment, and think more and give it the time that it deserves, instead of, as you had also mentioned, instead of delivering something that was quick and fast and not good in quality. I really decided to, give it the time that was required in it. And I took out all the weekends that I had, any time I had on weekdays to cover, to work on the essays. And that really showed on the final output. And then, as I mentioned earlier also, I would give it to my parents. My dad is from finance background. He would give me his input. My mother would read it from another perspective. My friends also read it. So there were a lot of people who were helping me out during this process. Definitely you. So, yes.
thank you. Um, one of my initial reactions when I did your first mock interview and the second mock interview, you were light years ahead in the second mock, right? Because of the feedback. And I think you took, that was my first experience of saying, you know what, she sounds so different. What happened to her? What changed in a couple of weeks, right? And initially I thought that you were disappointed when I said, you know what are you doing on this call? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with all the questions? And that was the time when after we were done with the meeting, that's when I thought that, was I too harsh? Was I too straightforward? But you came back with a very different outlook the next time. So I think that was a game changing for me as well. Like, it changed the energy for me as well. How was your interview experience with both the schools?
The interview experience was great, thanks to all the practice that we had put in. A lot of it comes just from the beginning, when you're clear about your goals and why this school, because those are the initial questions that every school is going to ask you. And you, as you mentioned in the mock interview also, that you have to have the best answer for these questions, like the best answer for why you want to be in this school. And I really worked on that. And then other questions which are general, I prepped for them after my essays and application was complete. And for Cambridge, we had another mock interview before, the final one. And I would like to mention that we actually had a very different question that we had discussed, pros and cons of coming from the Indian culture. So that, although not the same question was asked, but the answer was something that I could give to a similar question which was asked in the interview, So that was something that was really helpful, having that mock interview, which had certain questions where I was facing challenges. And definitely the questions which are, surrounding goals, leadership, teamwork, why this school, those are the questions that you should be prepped up before your interview. And my experience, I think, with both interviews was great.
When are you flying?
Sorry?
When are you flying now?
So the session starts in September, mid-September. So first week of September, I should be in
Has your family already started to miss you? Like, it happens.
We are just busy prepping for that. We are just out shopping, preparing to go leave. They are excited that they can come and visit me, hopefully when the pandemic is over, they can come and visit me often.
Thank you, Kanika. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to work with you. And don't be a stranger. Always be in touch. Grow. Have a lot of fun in life. Go make a super duper impact in the world. Right? And very, very proud of you. Very proud of you. Super proud of you.
Thank you so much. And I really appreciate all your time and effort that you put into this. And I have 2 great admits with scholarships. So it was a really great experience for me. Thank you.
Thank you.